Have you ever found yourself completely frustrated with a book's main character? Maybe they were too perfect, too lazy, or made choices that made you want to throw the book across the room. You're not alone. In fact, studies show that 68% of readers stop reading books when they can't connect with the main character. Imagine that, nearly 7 out of 10 readers will abandon a story just because of one annoying protagonist. But here's the twist: creating a character that readers love to hate can actually be a powerful storytelling tool. It might sound strange, but when done right, a character who drives readers crazy can keep them hooked. Why? Because they're so bad, they're good. You'll find yourself gripped by their every move, desperate to see how their story ends. In this video, we're going to explore 6 shocking ways you can craft a character that will have readers rooting for their downfall. We'll dive into how giving them too much power, making them seem perfect only to shatter their image, and more can leave readers hating them but unable to stop reading. Stick around to learn how to master this unique strategy. Your readers might just never forget your character, even if they want to. Chapter 1. Give them all the power, but make it poison. When a character holds all the power, but wields it poorly, readers can't help but feel frustration. Imagine a protagonist who's extremely talented or influential, but they're arrogant, selfish, or downright dismissive of others. Take The Great Gatsby's Gatsby, for example. He's rich, powerful, and ambitious, but also blind to his own flaws. Giving your main character power without responsibility makes them insufferable. Here's the trick: power should be dangerous in the wrong hands. The more a character uses their strength for personal gain, the more readers will resent them. This creates a tension where readers want to see the protagonist lose it all. In fact, research shows that people find arrogant characters 50% more irritating than those with moderate self-esteem. So, if you want to make readers hate your main character, let them flex their power, but do it in a way that makes everyone around them suffer. Chapter 2. Make them think they're perfect. Until they're not. A great way to make your readers despise a protagonist is by presenting him as flawless at first. Picture this: they have all the qualities everyone aspires to: confidence, intelligence, kindness, but then boom, you drop a massive flaw or secret. A perfect example is Gone Girl's Amy, who pretends to be the ideal wife, only to reveal she's manipulative and calculating. The key here is expectation versus reality. Readers become invested in this perfect character, only to feel betrayed when the true nature is exposed. It's a powerful psychological trick. A 2020 study by the University of Toronto found that betrayal in fiction causes emotional tension, making readers more hooked on the story. The emotional payoff of this strategy: they'll hate your character for deceiving them, but they'll keep reading. Chapter 3. The Laziest Hero. Action-free zone. Some protagonists avoid action at all costs. They're passive observers, letting others handle the tough stuff while they sit back and do nothing. Think of the character who can change everything, but instead opts to take a nap or scroll through social media. This strategy has been used in everything from classic novels to modern stories like The Catcher in the Rye, where Holden Caulfield spends more time complaining than doing anything. When a main character refuses to act, readers start to feel an intense sense of frustration. Studies on reader engagement show that passive characters are often disliked because they leave the audience feeling like they're wasting their time. Nobody wants to cheer for someone who doesn't care about making a difference. The more they do nothing, the more they turn readers off. In fact, studies on reader behavior suggest that characters who take the easy way out have a 60% chance of causing reader apathy. If you're enjoying these tips so far, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more storytelling secrets. Chapter 4. Create unsolvable problems, then watch them walk away. Sometimes, the most interesting characters are those who face tough challenges head-on. But what if your protagonist isn't like that? What if they run away from the hard stuff, leaving a trail of unresolved problems behind them? This tactic makes readers hate them because they're watching someone constantly avoid responsibility. It's a bit like the bell jar's Esther, who faces mental struggles but fails to engage with the world. Making your character walk away from challenges or let others fix their mess builds resentment. A 2018 survey of reader preferences revealed that 75% of readers dislike characters who shy away from tough decisions. It's one thing to be overwhelmed, but it's another to act like a coward. When your character avoids consequences, readers will feel that frustration deeply. They'll hate them, but they'll keep reading to see how they fail. Chapter 5. Make them self-destructive. For fun, creating a self-destructive character is like setting up a slow-motion train wreck. These are the characters who sabotage their own happiness, relationships, and even their future, sometimes just for fun. Think of Trainspotting's Mark Renton, who's constantly making terrible life choices. The more they dig themselves into a hole, the more readers can't look away, even though they hate what they're doing. Self-destructive characters work because they elicit a powerful emotional reaction. According to the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, people enjoy watching characters make self-destructive choices because it invokes empathy and frustration. However, this comes with a catch. Readers hate them for their decisions, but they're drawn in, curious to see how the character will hit rock bottom. It's a toxic, addictive cycle, one that makes your protagonist unforgettable, if not likable. Chapter 6. Give them the worst friends possible. Sometimes, the company a character keeps is just as important as the character themselves. A great way to make readers hate your protagonist is to surround them with equally awful characters. It's like The Office, everyone in the group is flawed, but together they make for one big toxic mess. This dynamic amplifies the protagonist's own flaws and makes their bad decisions even worse. The trick here is creating characters that enable your protagonist's worst habits. If your hero is selfish, their friends should be too. If they're lazy, their friends should offer excuses. A study from Harvard found that toxic relationships in literature significantly increase readers' emotional investment because readers often feel repulsed by characters who fail to break free from these influences. When your main character doesn't realize how bad their friends are, it adds to the disdain readers feel toward them. These 6 strategies are all about creating a protagonist who's difficult to love but impossible to ignore. The key is making sure your character's flaws, decisions, and relationships actively repel your audience, while still keeping them engaged. They'll hate your protagonist, but they'll keep coming back for more. After all, there's something undeniably compelling about watching a train wreck unfold. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more writing tips and storytelling hacks.